this is a pretty big rest time. So someone who is aerobically fit or fitter than somebody else, that should be enough time to clear the system of lactate.
Okay.
And so the accumulation of lactate is what's going to blunt performance, right? So you have, for instance, if we start at the bottom, this person you could consider as powerful, a powerful athlete, right? But his or her ability to clear that lactate is minimal. Because of the drop off in score, right? So powerful athlete, lack of an aerobic base or an aerobic engine. That makes sense. And then you have this person where this person is maybe moderately powerful, where 3 minutes across the board. So they aren't powerful, but their aerobic system is so well they can kind of always hit the same time.
So their lactate threshold is more efficient. I guess, so you can like clear it out, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, either they don't produce enough lactate. So lactate is a fuel source, so lactate can be good. And so if, for this person needs power work, this person needs exposure to lactate to basically produce more lactate to use as a fuel source, right? And this person would need to develop their aerobic system in theory, right? A bunch of different factors. And then you have someone like this who is maybe moderately powerful, but drops off, so you can see it's kind of a mix of over here. And then this anomaly, and so you see all these different variations that can come out of this workout where you have, pretty good time, slow, so you think that, this person's fatiguing, but then they basically 258, knock it out of the park. So this becomes a mental limiter, right? Where like their mindset, until they know they're gonna be done. And so the 3 scores, right, can give you a lot of insight into who you have as an athlete and how best to train them, if that makes sense. There's maybe a couple or a handful other kind of variables and examples, but this needs to be done at 100%. So the idea is that you are gonna see fall off, you're gonna see performance reduction, but that is what's gonna define and help define how you're built as an athlete, and then better define what kind of training you need for the sport of CrossFit. Right. So.
Which person would you prefer out of all 4? I like the second guy.
This guy? It's not. So it's more of like intrinsically measuring what we want to change. So for you as an athlete, like I would, if the closest person here might be this, right? Where your power output isn't off the charts and your aerobic base is, really well developed. And so we just know we need to develop power out of you. So it's not about like, I'd rather have you here. It's just like, this is not bad, but what I'd like to do is take this down to 230, 245, 3 minutes, and then go from 230 to 240 to 250 to 230, 230, 230, if that makes sense. So it's just an indicator on like, hey, we need to train and either strengthen up or work on these priorities as a person, right? So, a couple times a year at least. So I think there's enough changes in somebody that every 6 months you need to look at this kind of stuff, for sure. Yeah, and when you test it is important, right? So coming right out of the open on the off season is maybe not the best time because they're going to be deconditioned from the deload. And then a month before the games might not be a good time because this information won't do anything for us.